Uglies. Right. I'd never heard of this before, though I understand it is based on a young adult book. It is a future world, well, a post-apocalyptic dystopian type world
Yeah.
where people are sent away into schools at a young age, at the age of 8 or 7 or 8, and then they're sort of raised in the culture of their world now. And the world is that in the past, our present, the world went to hell in a handbasket, to use the expression.
Yeah.
Global warming, catastrophe, wars, disasters decimated the world's populations. Those that survived decided that we can't carry on the way we have been, and that if we can eliminate things like envy and greed and malice from the world, then you'll have a much happier society.
Yep.
And one of the ways they decided to eradicate envy and jealousy and all these other sort of things
Yeah.
is to basically at the age of 16, when people are in sort of their reach the more their maturity, they'll be inducted into society, and part of that is by having being beautified.
Yes.
They've been made all prettified, or they become pretty. And before the age of 16, they're regarded as being uglies because you grow up in all your sort of natural flaws and imperfections. So you may have a
Puberty.
big nose. Yeah, you may have a big nose, you may have differently shaped eyes, you may have bad skin, whatever. But when you hit 16, you go through the procedure, and then you come out your best self. You're perfect in every way.
Yeah.
And then so far so good. And then we meet our protagonists. They're two young people who are on the cusp of their 16th birthday, and they have sort of wanting to find out what's happening. And so it's a bit like the Wizard of Oz, where they sort of, before they have their own transformations, they get to see behind the curtain a little bit,
Mm.
and they realize that things are not quite as they seem,
Yeah,
and that
I was getting real Logan's Run vibes from this film.
yes, there's a little bit of Logan's Run about it, definitely.
Mm.
And outside of their community, there are a group of people who have rejected this culture, and they're trying to live outside of this. And they live hidden in an area of the wilderness called the Smoke. And these sort of one of these young girl, decides that she wants to find out a bit more about it. And our story unfolds as you see the paths that these two friends take, and then how the main female protagonist, how she meets other people, those of them who will really want to become pretty, and
Mm.
those who decide they want to reject that idea of what society should be, that conformity.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So far, from what you just said, so far I hear that, and I think so far so basic young adult. So
Yes.
and this could, and it's in the execution. This could go well and become a little bit like a Hunger Games. This could go bad and go a little bit like the Divergent movies. And the Divergent movies for me are like they are the nadir of like young adult films. Like I hate those things. But so where do we end up on the scale? One scale Hunger Games, other scale Divergent.
I would say it's the divergent
Uh,
side of the scale.
you see, because I saw this,
It's
and
just
I saw this, and I heard the premise, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. I want to try, and I might watch that. And then I saw a review that kind of like more or less said that, and I was like, oh, I don't know. It's Joey King, and I
well,
really like Joey King, but
yeah,
oh,
Joey King, she's very good in it, and I mean, it's directed by, I think you could say, McGee, who used to be
oh,
involved in
him.
Supernatural
Oh, yeah, he used to be involved. Yeah, but oh, man, oh,
and
no.
other things.
Yeah, but he also directed the Charlie's Angels movies, the Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore
Uh,
ones, and
oh, okay.
and
So it could
oh,
be style over substance.
that is exact. That could be his motto. So essentially, McGee is known for he's I mean, it's because he has done some stuff. I think he did Terminator Salvation, but there's some things that he has done that I've liked, although I cannot remember them at the moment. But 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 he could be described as a poor man's Michael Bay. In
Yeah,
in that his movies are usually glossy. They're
yeah,
glossy. They're like there's a sheen to them and everything like that.
yeah,
But you scratch them and they don't hold together. They just fall apart.
yeah. I see. It's like a veneer, and
Yes.
I thought this was a very much like that. I thought if the more you think about it, the less it makes sense, less any of it makes sense.
Yeah, that's
And I
McGee.
thought the ending was trite.
Yeah,
quite frankly.
yeah.
And I there are some things I just didn't believe. I know we're talking about dystopian young adult fiction here, so its believability is
But
not
no,
the top
but
of
it
the
is,
list.
but it is, but
But
this is
the
the.
thing that but it's got to be,
There's got to be some
it's got to
emotional
make
truth to it.
yeah.
There's got to be
And to
something
me,
to ego to.
hidden. There's just some sort of silly things, and I didn't really think the special effects were that great.
Mm.
They have like these hoverboard things, and I didn't believe them at all. Though I don't believe that science, and I don't believe that you would be capable of doing those things. So
Do you remember the final Pierce Brosnan James Bond film, Die Another
yes,
Day? Do you remember that there
yes,
was one particular scene in it, which is like a sort of like a windsurfing scene?
yeah,
Was it as bad as that?
yes.
Oh God! Oh God!
There's just things you're thinking, no, that would you're defying the laws of
Oh
physics here.
gosh! Because I remember seeing that scene. I remember seeing that scene in the cinema, and that was the moment where I thought, okay, Pierce Brosnan might be done as Bond. He might be. I, I just remember seeing that thinking he might be done as Bond because that scene was atrocious. Oh my God! Ugh.
And there were
Oh,
scenes in this where I was thinking, no.
oh, good Lord! Uh, you see, everything you're
But
saying
it's
is
just
just
like
it's making me
a
not even watch.
16-year-old girl. Yeah.
It's making me not even watch this, even as a curiosity. I don't even want to watch this now.
Yeah, well, there's a curious scene where there's a wreckage of the old society, and they have like this fun fair sort of actually, like with a big, like in just it's a Divergent. They have this great big Ferris wheel type thing
Yep,
structure
yep. There's a bit where
that's
they have
left
like a big,
over,
massive zip
and
line.
she climbs it on her own without any, just straight up there, no problem. And I'm just thinking, we know, would Bear Grylls even get up there?
Well, you don't know. You don't know what they've been teaching them in that school. They might have a class specifically on Ferris wheel climbing.
Yeah. But
Just-
yeah, there's some of these things you're just thinking, I don't think you would be able to do that. But maybe I'm overthinking it. But no, to me, I just thought it was a case of style over substance. And the conclusion to me just didn't hold up to any scrutiny at all. It was, yeah. So I thought it it was
but that's pretty much what you
not
go to a
good.
McG film for. But how many
Yeah.
stars would you give this one?
I'd probably give it two.
2 stars. 2 stars for Uglies.